When most people hear the word wrestling, they probably think of this. But wrestling dates back to the days of the original Olympics, and now it looks like this. It's definitely not this. We travelled to Monton Leisure Centre in Slough, where Jordon was going to see if he could muscle his way into the wrestling game.
These guys, especially Indy and his brother, these two were British champion wrestlers.
You got any like Olympic aspirations or anything like that?
It's a long time to go. Yeah. Like they've got people on scholarships up there in Manchester.
Yeah.
And I've beaten some of the guys that are on the scholarship, so you never know. Keep training, see how it goes.
After a light warm-up, everyone paired up to do some work that was maybe a bit more strenuous.
Jordon, you alright?
Yeah, I'm just nah.
You sweated up a bit?
Sweating up.
With the warm-up finished and Jordon looking a bit more than warm, it was time for Jordon to learn the basic techniques on his first steps to becoming a wrestler. After learning a few moves and being given a rundown of the rules, Jordon was ready for his first match, where he was paired with a fellow beginner. Confusing his opponent with his unique Gibbon-like wrestling style, Jordon soon overpowered his adversary and picked up his first wrestling victory. After a few more fights, it was time for Jordon to test his skills against the club's main man, former British junior champion Guppy. How would Jordon do against a real future Olympic prospect?
If you watch Guppy, the guy in the white top, he's been doing it since he was 5 years old, I think.
Yeah.
He naturally, when he's in a position, his brain's already worked the next move out.
Guppy soon demonstrated the divide between beginner and expert wrestler by promptly chucking Jordon all around the mat.
We get young guys in here that are pretty fit and they've done some sport. They're usually quite good first time round. But the guys that haven't never done nothing, they come in and they sort of like, yeah, watching it on telly, UFC, I'm going to do it, and it's like, they get blown. They come 2 weeks and then they don't come no more.
So due to Jordon's athletics background, he had a head start on most beginners, but would need to work on his wrestling skills if he was going to get anywhere near Olympic standards.
So Jordon, you're still pretty sweaty.
Yeah, that was good. That was.
You looked like you had a good time.
Yeah, it was awesome. That was actually.
Well, not so much you looked like you're in pain, but I assumed you were having a good time.
Yeah, I was having a good time. Loved a bit of pain. I had a bit of pain. Fool. I put it fool.
Yeah, did wrestling earlier. My shoulder actually was quite painful, but should be alright. Get busy. I'll try to look at it. It was really good fun. They're really nice guys. They're really welcoming and stuff. I enjoyed that most out of the free sports. I think just generally because it's more just interaction and just getting in there, going for it. The fitness. Oh my god, fitness. I was like that. I'll be alright. We got down there doing it, and I was just like, oh, I sweat so much. My hair was just completely drenched. It was pretty sweaty.
Finding a hidden talent was a first step. But to reach the Olympics, he would have to start making changes and start living like an Olympic athlete. Jordon headed back down to Cornwall, with a lot to think about and still so much to do. I wasn't sure if Jordon's Olympic daydream was over, or if it had only just begun. A few weeks later, I received a telephone call from Jordon with some surprising news, so I headed back down to Cornwall for an update.
It's been a few weeks since last saw you and stuff. So you got a bit of good news?
Yeah, well, basically I've been selected to go to English schools for the Cornwall schools team.
So Jordon's going to English schools on weekends. Was it a tough decision to pick him?
It was. It was a pinnacle decision to pick him actually, and that's based on his current problems with his injuries. But he's assured us that he will be fit and he will be able to perform at the schools.
Everybody at some stage gets some sort of injuries. It's part of the process. You can't say, oh, I'm just going to, go to the Olympics and I don't want to get any injuries. Nobody does. Unless they're major injuries, you can always overcome them. They're not going to stop you from getting to the top if you put your mind to it.
So what did you tell the selectors?
I just sort of told them that I'll do lots of cross training basically to get them fit, and that I'll give everything I got really.
And we're looking forward to him performing, bringing home hopefully a medal in the the senior boys category for 800, and hopefully put him back on a national stage, because that's where he should be. The last 2 years he hasn't done that through numerous injuries.
Yep, down at Cornwall track. Going to do a bit of a session, loosen up and everything. Just got English schools tomorrow and the day after, so see how fit I am, basically. Get all loose and ready for that. But before we do a session, we've got to get the horses off the track, because someone's let loads of horses on the track because they're really clever. Yeah, got the horses off the track now, so now we can finally start the session, so see how it goes.
How do you think John will get me in the schools?
Well, it depends if his calf holds up. Yeah. Calf holds up, he'll be right. If it doesn't, he won't.
Is he like a hero?
No, I was more of a legend than a hero, so. Heroes tend to be past at the tents, isn't it? So.
Yeah?
Yeah.
More of a legend, but legend's
legend is more of a living legend, and you get a past hero, don't you, which has been and gone.
Yeah.
Hello! Yeah. Got English schools tomorrow and the day after. Well, assuming the day after if I get through the first round. Got the heats tomorrow. Yeah, best take my hair out before I race. Whee! Quite hard qualification. Hopefully try not to get injured and try and get through. Run my best, hopefully, and see what happens, really.
The English schools are like the Olympics for kids, and have always been considered an important stepping stone by Britain's international athletes.
Hello and welcome to the future of British athletics. We're in Birmingham for the English Schools Athletics Championships, where youngsters from every county in the country are competing to be the very best in their age group. And if you want an early form guide to who might be wearing the British athletics vest come the London 2012 Olympics, well, look no further than the talent on display over the next 3 hours.
Nerves ran high for Jordon as he warmed up, not really knowing how fit he was or if his injuries had completely healed up. And with his county teammates looking on, Jordon needed to pull out a respectable performance to justify his place on the team.
But what makes the difference between an athlete who ultimately makes it to be an Olympian in 2012 maybe, and an athlete who doesn't quite make it?
I think it's all about mindset.
I want to go to the Olympics really just to prove to myself that I perform to my ability. Some people are good at chess, some people are good at maths, some people are good at dancing, some people are good at running, some people are good at swimming. You know, some people are good at tiddlywinks, some people are good at art. Everyone's good at different things. You may not be the best at what you're good at, but you push yourself to be the best that you can be. And hopefully the best I can be is good enough to get me there.